Hi guys, and welcome tonight. For some of you, this may be your first experience with the Juice Plus company. My name is Beck, and I've been involved with the Juice Plus company now for about 3 years. And tonight we want to share with you how this company has brought more health, freedom and fun into our lives. So the Juice Plus company has been around for about 40 plus years. It started as NSA with smoke detectors, and then they moved into water filters. And after that, moving into whole food nutrition. And they've been in Australia for about 20 plus years. So the company has been around for a long time, and they plan on being here for a lot longer as well. So we've got a lot of security in that. So Juice Plus really helps our society with two issues that we're facing at the moment, and that's our health and our wealth. And so that's what we're going to talk a little bit about today, a bit of both. So we're going to kick off tonight with Donna, and she's going to share our product range with us. So I'm going to let you take it away, Donna.
Thanks, Beck. Thank you. Hi, everybody. How are you going? Juice Plus has got a really simple range of products. I've kept it really simple. Basically, the first main products that we have are our whole food capsules. So I have our little jars here, and if we tip it down like this, it just sort of, these are the different colours of the products that we have, and they represent the whole rainbow of foods that we have in our capsules. So in each capsule, we have our berry blends, we have our fruit blend, and we have our veggie blends. And in each of those, it's just purely, it's just whole food. There's nothing else in them at all. So basically, what we mean is that they're growing this food at in optimal regions where the farming is like second and third generation farms. So the company has the history of these farms, and we know that they're grown in beautifully nutrient-rich soils to provide products that are the fruits and veggies that are of the optimal nutrient density. And for example, in our fruit blend, it simply has in it apple, pineapple, peach, prune, orange, cranberry, papaya, beet, acerola, cherries, and dates. So there's nothing foreign, there's nothing synthetic in that. It's just simply the whole food, and that includes the skin, the pulp, the pip. Everything is just has just been slowly or picked firstly at its optimal time, and very, very slowly dehydrated, so that we get all the whole product, and it keeps all of the live enzymes into that product, and then it's encapsulated and put into these containers so that we can get them to us with all those live enzymes in them. So if you choose to take the whole products, the whole 3 sets, then you actually get 29 different fruits, veggies and berries into you every single day. And as an alternative, something like that, something that you may buy at the health food store, so that might be a multivitamin or something like that. It's just a synthetic version of that. So this is just the whole foods. It's not an isolated vitamin that has been made in a laboratory, and they've extracted, say, the vitamin A out of the apple or whatever. It's actually the whole food. So we're getting all of that into you, which is really amazing, because all of the goodness, and as many of us know, a lot of the goodness in our fruits and veggies is coming from the skin and all those things that we don't actually usually often eat. And when we're juicing, we don't get a lot of that fibre and all that goodness into us, because that's sort of discarded. So, and also the sort of fruits and veggies that they use is not necessarily food that you could actually that's very palatable. For example, the broccoli that they use is really quite bitter, and it's not something that you would actually eat on your dinner plate. So, and those are the sort of types of vegetables that they can use for the capsules, because they're higher in nutrients. So there's been a lot of thought to the synergy of each product, of how it all works in with each other, and each of the products and each of the fruits or veggies or berries in the capsules have been researched so that they work together with each other synergistically to give you the optimum health for your body. What else? Yes, so it's encapsulated within 24 hours of being picked. And as you know, when on the vine, often the bugs and the insects will get to the berries right when you think it's about time. You've left your tomatoes or your strawberries out there ready for you to pick the next day when it's just perfectly ripe. And the animals know that when it is ripe. So this is exactly the time that the farmers pick it, so that they know that there's the optimal amount of nutrients in that. All of the products are tested over 4 times for their nutrient density, and they look for over 400 different contaminants. So things like herbicides, pesticides, fungicides, minerals, not minerals, all that sort of stuff that you shouldn't have in there. It's all been tested, and it's never ever had a recall. So you can be really assured that it is of the highest quality. Every now and then you do hear of products on the shelf that have a recall. Juice Plus have an impeccable reputation there with nothing being reported. I forgot to mention, these are the capsules, but we do also have, I don't have any to hold up. I don't know if anyone's, here we go. Thank you, Candy. Candy's holding up here the Chewies, which are a children's product. So these are something that makes it a little bit easier for children to take. Thank you. Beautiful work, Candy. And these are, and she's proven that they taste delicious as well. The Chewies are the same fruits, veggies and berries in them, but they are in a little, have a little tapioca starch that makes them quite chewy, and that the children can eat, and they just think that they're having a lolly. So it's a really great way to get children to eat more fruits and veggies just by giving them a lolly, if that's what they think it is. So we also have some shakes. Thanks, Candy. So the shakes are our micronutrients, and if you consider the analogy of a car, our capsules here are the oil in the car, and our shakes are more like the fuel. So thank you, Candy. They come in 2 different flavours, chocolate and vanilla. If you have a great car, you want to put in something in good fuel if you expect it to run optimally. And it's the same with our body. If we want our bodies to run optimally, we need to feed it the right fuel. So this is just a really, really great way of bridging that gap between what we know that we should eat every day and what we actually do eat. So the better fuel you can put in, the more your body will function perfectly. And the shakes are actually a perfect blend of protein, carbohydrates, and fats, and it's just a really complete meal. So you can actually have it as a meal replacement if you wanted to, or you can just have it as a snack. But it's a really great way to fill yourself up and flood your body with more fruits and veggies. All the products are 100% vegan. That's a 100% vegan protein blend, and there's over 20 whole food powders in it. So they are the products that Juice Plus has. It's really quite simple. We just keep it very, very simple. But as a customer, you can also be a part of some of our complete transformation program or our 10-day shred programs, and they are where we can combine products that we have on offer along with great exercise, meal plans, shopping guides, and things like that. So we really have your back. We have you covered with great products and the whole health and nutrition and exercise. So all the things that people have to struggle with, this is a really great supportive environment to sort of reset your body and recharge and get back on track. So that is our products in a nutshell. I'll flick back to you, Beck, and you can keep going.
Awesome. Thanks, Donna. And I think that's what's so special about our product is that the fact that it is left on the vine for such a long period of time, that those nutrients are really left in there. A lot of the produce that you buy from the supermarket or even from a lot of the organic farms just don't have those nutrients in them anymore, like whether it's because they're not left on the vine or because it was never in the soil anyway to start with. So even people that say, oh, I eat lots of fruits and veggies and I feel like I get 7 to 13 serves a day, which is awesome, but are you really getting the nutrients that you think you're getting? And I know myself, I thought I ate really well, but once I introduced this into my diet, things really, really started to change. And we're going to hear some more stories about that now. And I'm going to pass it over to Kate. If you'd like to take yourself off mute. Thanks, Kate.
Hi everyone. I have been taking Juice Plus I worked it out the other day, it's been just on a year. So I was first introduced to the product by my good friend from school, Kiara. And I just started following what she was doing online and started taking note. Sounded pretty interesting and out there. I myself hadn't really had the best of diets for my whole life. I kind of go with what was quick and convenient rather than, putting in the effort to eat really, really well. So I thought, well, what could I lose? Probably not a lot. So I'd also been researching the connection of through mental health and a healthy gut. So I thought that this would be the perfect thing to try. So gave it a go, and slowly but surely it's had phenomenal results for me, and it's changed my life. I have suffered from depression and anxiety my whole life, and was put on medication by my doctor at the age of 18. And I was on a pretty high dose, and yeah, things weren't very good for me. I had a very troubled early life when I was a teenager. So the changes just started happening slowly but surely, and I just started feeling better, having more energy. I started changing my diet and eating healthier, and it just got better and better from there. I have been able to halve my dose of antidepressants, which is just amazing. I never thought that food would ever be the key to that. I always was kind of led to believe that, I just needed to keep putting more and more chemicals in my body to make my brain work better. But that's not the case at all. So that's been absolutely amazing. And, you can't put a price on that. And just the community of people within the business side of things as well has, just made my life even so much better in the last 6 months since I joined the business. So I had very low self-esteem, very low confidence. I would not be talking on this call right now if you knew me probably a year ago. Yeah, I just, I was very unsure of myself. So all in all, the whole thing has just, totally changed my life. I also, on a side note, obviously put my family on Juice Plus as well, just so they could support me. And my mum has had phenomenal results as well. Mum has suffered from migraines since the age of 12, since she hit puberty. And my grandma did as well. And they're severe. My little sister gets them too. I luckily missed out, but yeah, so mum was basically taking Nurofen Plus or Panadeine Forte, all that kind of stuff, like nearly every single day, which is obviously doing horrible things to her body. Not to mention all the other experimental drugs and whatnot she tried, the university tests when they say, we've got a cure for migraines, blah, blah, blah. She'd jump on board and try it, and, the side effects were just horrendous. So she started taking the product. It's probably been about 7 or 8 months now. She has not had one migraine since she started taking it. It's ridiculous. It's just changed both of our lives, and I just couldn't be more grateful for the whole experience. All right, I'll pass it back to you, Beck.
Awesome. I mean, just hearing those stories, seriously, fruits and vegetables in a capsule, and it does all that, we don't know what it's going to do in our bodies. Our bodies have, a healing hierarchy, and it's going to be totally different for every single person on this Zoom even. Often a lot of the work's happening inside our bodies, and all of the outside stuff, until all that's fixed inside, we don't even see a lot of what's, going to happen, like the shiny skin, the white eyes, the nails growing, the hair. But, a lot of the time, all of that will come in time, but our body will heal as it needs to. And I'm really looking forward to hearing Fiona's story tonight, because I haven't heard your story yet, Fiona. So take it away.
Thank you, Beck. Okay, so I've got two stories, really. I'll make them brief, but my story is basically the most powerful story is with my son. He's 9 years old now, and when he was born, he had 2 strokes. So at birth, and so ever since probably about 4 years old, we noticed. I won't go too much into his story, but he had severe anxiety, and this is called selective mutism. So he would only at kindy he would only talk to the one child, and he wouldn't eat all day. Anyway, going into year 5 now, but last year I've been on the product 6 months, or we've been on the product 6 months. Anyway, so last year, the anxiety, we just have tried everything from neurotherapy to physiotherapy to OT, psychology, medication, and nothing worked. Anyway, my friend introduced me to the product because her son has ASD and ADHD, and she was noticing good results. And we thought, well, I'm going to try it. We've tried everything. So in a week, Ashton doesn't talk to his teachers. So his condition is he's just so anxious. He just doesn't know why. I think it's something to do with his brain because of the stroke. So he talks to people like the family and his peers, but just not teachers. So anyway, within a week on the product, his teacher emailed me and said, Fiona, he is whispering to me. He's talking. And I just couldn't believe it because we'd had no real change until the product. And I thought, well, there's nothing else it can be. Anyway, so since then, he started whispering to his teachers. He now talks to adults he doesn't know, which is another thing that he would never, ever talk to someone he didn't know. So now if someone asks him a question at the park or in the street, he'll answer. He still is quiet, but it's just phenomenal, the changes we've seen in him. He now doesn't wet the bed, which he just used to be a chronic bedwetter. He's just a different boy. He's outgoing. He talks all the time. My sister doesn't really see us that much because she lives about 45 minutes away. So we sort of catch up a lot in the holidays. Every holiday, she always has something else to say, like, oh my goodness, look at this boy. Who is he? He's confident. He's a leader. He's more outgoing. But this little shy boy that we used to know is no more. So he's just coming on in so many different ways, and we couldn't be happier that we didn't realize that just simple 17 fruit and veggies and a gummy would make such a difference. But the changes we've seen, he's a lot calmer. He sleeps better. It's just amazing. So that's his story. But my story is I've got a 9-month-old baby. So I've got 3 boys and my 9-month-old baby. So when I started on the product 6 months ago, I was feeling, as you do when you're a new mom, not much sleep and overweight, and I was still breastfeeding, but I felt tired all the time, a zombie mum, and just craving sugar like you would not believe. Oh, I just used to drink. My husband and I would drink soft drink like it's going out of fashion. We'd have the big box of carton of soft drink, and every night we'd go through 1 or 2 cans, and I just can't believe how awful I felt. So anyway, I wasn't expecting such good results, but within a short time, I just started to think, oh, I'm not craving sugar anymore. So my cravings for sugar have stopped. I've lost 13 kilos in 6 months just from combining the shakes and the capsules, the premium capsules. So I think flooding your body with nutrients with the 2, because in the beginning, I wasn't on the shakes straight away and I still felt good. But then when I added the shakes, just because I wanted to see how they go with weight loss and just to feel better, and my health has been taken to the next level. So now I just feel like I'm really confident I'm going to get back to my pre-baby weight and my wedding weight, just feeling amazing. Like I just wake up every day. I'm still up breastfeeding at least once in the night, and that's what's good about the products, because safe for pregnant women, breastfeeding women. So in the night, I'm still up once, but I wake up in the morning feeling energized, ready to face the day, and my hair's thicker, my nails are stronger, my skin's clearer. I used to have like a few little skin problems here, but they've gone. I just don't crave sugar, so I'm just eating healthier. We eat lots of fruit and veggies now, drinking so much water and sleeping. That's probably one of the biggest things I've noticed. Like I feel like I go to sleep at night and I pretty much, apart from the one feed or so, I wake up in the morning feeling like I've had such a good sleep. So I could talk for ages about how much it's changed our lives, but we're just such a big believer here, and we'll always be on this product because it's done so many great things for our family, and I'm so grateful. So thank you. That's back to you, Beck. It's my story.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Awesome, Fiona. That's amazing. And I think it's amazing to see how much it's not only changed your life, but changed your kids' life as well. And, you know, we have a children's health study running. Our company gives the kids a free product for every adult capsule purchase. The kids get a free product as well. And, you know, there's over 1 million kids taking this product for free. And as we've heard with Fiona, you know, they're, you know, amazing results, but those ones are phenomenal. So thank you for sharing those with us, Fiona. That's awesome. So these are the stories that really get us excited. And this is one of the reasons why a lot of us want to share this product even more and decide after we've been on the product or once you hear about the product that you would like to turn this into a business. And it can be as you want. It can be a small thing, it can be a big thing, and that's the beauty of it. So to share a little bit more about the business with us, I'm going to pass it over to Megs.
Thanks, Beck. Thanks so much, ladies, for sharing. Both Kate and Fee, your stories are just what makes what we do absolutely so worthwhile. So thank you very much. And I'm really excited to be able to share the business side of our product today. And purely because in the beginning, I mean, I've been on the product for over 1.5 years now, and I've only been in the business for 7 months. So a lot of questions I get is, why did you wait so long? To be honest, when I moved home to Australia after a career in yachting, I was looking for something because I wasn't looking forward to coming home and only having that 1 month off a year and having to go and work 9 till 5, or I'm in hospitality, so working all crazy shifts. And I was trying to reinvent the wheel. You know, I had tried to build a website and I tried all these different things and I had great ideas. And I just didn't realize that this was in front of me the whole time. So this is what I love about these calls, is that whoever's invited you on and wants to share, whether it's health, wealth, or, you know, there's so many bonuses to the business. I love being able to share this part because it's not always put out there as a business. And I think it's such a smart business model, and it really gets me excited to be able to share it with you. Now, some of the, I guess, the feedback that I've had with people that I've shared it with is they're a little bit scared. And as I was to start with, I kind of didn't really know what it entailed. I know I took a product which I absolutely love, so belief was not an issue with me. I've seen what it's done for me, energy-wise, black circles, hormone, you know, the list goes on. Everyone's got their own story, but I'll stick to business. So I already had the belief there. Now, I've heard it's a pyramid scheme, or, you know, the person at the top makes all the money and you get stuck with this product. And I was kind of like freaking out thinking, what is this? And it wasn't until that somebody actually took the time to explain it to me and really go through what this actually means. Marketing, but also having a residual income and the power of it. So I go to work 5 days a week, and I now have a set roster, which is the first time in 15 years. So, and I get excited about that, but I still have to have my 4 weeks off a year. But, you know, as we go, we build our business and share this story. Hopefully one day I will be able to do this full time. So I'll explain a little bit how it works, and I'll sort of put it in the way that I think most people will be able to understand, but it's kind of related to me. So I work in hotels. Now, there is a business model which is traditional business, which makes sense, which is why there's so many out there, and it's built like this. So we've got a triangle. So the CEO of my company sits right at the top. Old Han Solo up there, making all the money, probably, you know, has a great life, but at what expense? You know, does he get to see his family? How many hours a week does he have to work? What stresses does he have? I can only imagine the sacrifices that he's made to get up to the very top. As you come down, you've got your regional managers, or your board of directors, your managers, your regional managers, you've got your supervisors, and then you've got everybody else just down the bottom. So this is where I started when I moved home. I had to start from the bottom of my career, and I've had to build my way back up. So I've been here back in Australia for 4 years, and this is where I am. So I've had to work really hard, and I'm only on the second run. The idea of the likelihood of me getting all the way to the top is probably slim to none. And to be honest, I don't really want to get up there. Even just this first level, I've had to go in competition with friends. And also I know that when I've been for interviews, there's already been somebody pre-selected. So I kind of think that sucks a little bit. But you put it down to experience, resilience, and you keep on going. The thing that I absolutely love about Juice Plus and the business model is we flip it on its head and totally give it a whole new meaning. So we all start down the bottom as a virtual franchise. So it is a franchise, guys. You buy, and it's a system that works, because you wouldn't buy a franchise in something that didn't work. And this is a global business. So we all start down here with our business, which is $165 in Australia, which is phenomenal to own your own business, where the earning capacity is not capped. So what you do here is you actually work through or build your business. And what we do is we use the product, we share the product, and we share the results. So we just work through our way all the way up to National Marketing Director. Now, this is sort of considered one of the pinnacles in the Juice Plus business. And the only way to get there, totally unlike this one, is to help people, to build people, to hold hands, link arms, and help everyone get to the top. You can't get to the top without sharing and passing on your knowledge and being a leader. And a lot of people sometimes don't think of themselves as leaders, but doing this business, it's a personal development business as well. I've learned so much about myself. I've stood out of my comfort zones. It's absolutely phenomenal what this product is. Not just a product, it's a community. It's an amazing opportunity. Anyway, that's why I love. So we flipped it on its head, and everyone can be at the top. There's unlimited space up there, which is what I absolutely love. No stepping on toes, no anything. It's awesome. And you get healthy while you do it. So that's one way to do it. So I've talked about sharing, using the product, sharing, and that's what it is. It's a relationship business. You don't need to go out there spewing Juice Plus and capsules on everybody. We use it, and you've seen on this call tonight results that we have, and we absolutely love it. So why don't you want to share? You use a shampoo or you have a great coffee, you're going to tell somebody about it. And that's all this is, because we see the results, so we like to share. So you build relationships, and it's also great as well. What I found before I started the business, I was normally really outgoing, and I kind of felt myself going into my shell a little bit, just a little bit lost. I saw the girls having so much fun. I was like, I want some of that. And then here I am on a Zoom call, and like, hey, I never ever would have expected I'd be doing something like this. And you know what? You don't have to do this in the business. If you don't want to, if you want to be quiet and build your business on the sideline, not on Zoom, that's totally okay. You can put as much input or as little as you like, and it's totally up to you. It's your business, which is what's so great about it. Another thing that I had when I started is I don't know that many people, so how am I going to build a business? You don't need to know a whole lot of people. It's just, like I said, sharing. When I came into the business, I knew Candy, and then Sarah, and then I've shared it with somebody else, and then they share it. So it's like a popcorn effect. You can start, once you start talking to people, they share it, they love it, and it just grows from there. What I love as well is we've got the support network. So you would never have a question unanswered. If one of your friends who've got you interested doesn't know, or somebody else you meet on a call they don't know, we're all here, we're all on the same journey, and that's what I love, is no question goes unanswered, and there's no silly question, no question too big or too small. So I'll kind of leave it with that, and just a thought as well, which is what really gets me with the residual income side of things, is I know I go to work and I earn a salary. No matter how many hours I do, no matter what time I get there early in the morning, no matter how late I go, I know I'm going to earn my salary, and that's pretty much it, weekends included. With this business, like I said, it's uncapped. So that's so exciting. You can put in a lot of effort or a little effort. You might just want to cover the cost of your product. It's totally fine. But I know at the end of the day that with bonuses that you can get as well along the way, it can just explode. So I can go on all night, but I'll leave it at that. Thanks, Beck.
Thanks, Megs. So we're going to ask Danica if she could share her business story with us. So Danica, take yourself off mute. Thank you.
Hey guys, so with business for me, I pretty much jumped straight into it not knowing what I was doing. So I remember I was at the beach with my family, and a friend of mine called me and was like, hey, I've got this event, a few mums are coming along, do you want to come along with me? And I was like, oh yeah, I'll get back to you. And I remember sitting there, I think an hour before the event started in Deception Bay, and I was like, the beach or an event? Like, what should I choose? So in my head, I was thinking more of the beach, but then something just ticked in my head, and I was like, no, I'm going to go to this event and I'm going to see what it's about. So I went to the event, and it just made sense to me. You know, the fruit, veg, and berries in the capsule. Sorry, the fan's blowing. It's annoying me. But yeah, so, you know, the products just made sense to me. And I was sick of my partner leaving at night and coming home at dark because it was just too much on him. I didn't like that he wasn't spending any time with our son. And yeah, so I just wanted to make a little bit of extra income. In my first month, I think I earned just shy of $1,000 just by sharing the product with the people I love and care about. And I remember when I got that check in my bank account, my partner was like, that's nothing, and that's over 4 weeks. And I just explained to him, you know, I was a hairdresser beforehand and I hated my job. It was, you had to, you know, fight people to pretty much get to where you want to be in the company. And yeah, I just said to him, if I went out and bought a salon, there was no way I'd get $1,000 worth of profit in my first month of owning a salon. And then now he always asks me how much we're getting this month and when can I buy my boat and all that sort of stuff. So it's really been a life changer for us because I now get to stay at home with our son. And yeah, I don't have to worry about going back to work anymore, which is something that my family was very skeptic about first because they knew traditional business and that's all they knew. And why didn't I go to uni and blah, blah, blah. But, you know, it just makes sense. If you've got a vision and you just hold that vision, it's just phenomenal how much you can actually achieve with just having a vision of whether it be, you know, stay home with your babies or just create your own days or whatever it is. But yeah, that's my business story.
Thanks, Danica. And it really is a choice. You know, you may choose just to take the product or you may choose to build a business like these ladies have. And Kelly, she has some beautiful children at home too, as well as working. So can you share your story with us, Kel?
Certainly can, Beck. So I've been taking Juice Plus products for 12 months now, and I've been in the business to be just going on 6 months. And I was one of the people who had really great results, as did my whole family. And I just wanted to know why the whole world did not know about it. And I just thought this has to be the way. And in the beginning, I really didn't have a goal. I just thought, well, if I can help pay some of the bills, because I'm at home with 3 little babies and 1 on the way, but if I can help pay a bill and someone's family gets healthy from that, I'll be happy. That was all I thought. And as each month, as the money has increased, I'm like, well, maybe I can help with the mortgage. And each time as we go along, I see this business creating and building and almost gaining its own momentum. I've had this week 2 people contact me that I don't even know through someone else that knew me. I even had a lady register her own order under my name who I've never met before. And I got an email from our company to say, congratulations, you have a customer. I was like, oh my God, all I did was go to bed. And they've signed themselves up and had their order shipped out. I literally did not one thing to gain that customer. I've never met them, never laid eyes on her, didn't know her name. I had to look up her email and her phone number to message her and let her know that I would be taking care of her. And that really blew my mind this week. I was like, wow, I didn't even know people could do that. So that's been a game changer for me this week. But I've done traditional business as well. I started out a really determined person in every kind of job that I've done. And I often made other people's businesses better for them. And I worked really, really hard to try and reach targets and commissions and all kinds of things, and missed out on so much fun with my friends and so many things I could have been doing to do that for other people, which made them look really fantastic, and I'm sure they got really great bonuses for. And I got some really crappy gifts for. But I decided after that, you know what, I can do this myself. So I went out and I opened my own business, and it cost me 20 grand to set up, 20 grand that I had saved to buy a house. And I thought, no, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up my own business. So I went ahead and did that. And I did big hours. I did sometimes over 100 hours a week. Christmas and New Year's, all the times when people were enjoying their families, I was working my absolute butt off, and I was the breadwinner in our family. And my business was great and it was successful. And then I kind of realized that no matter how hard I worked, I still had staff who always had issues. And it turned out to me that if I wanted to have a holiday, I was better off closing my own business. It was cheaper for me to close my business than put people in it. I was like, I'm doing this wrong. I'm doing it really, really wrong. So I decided to work less and take a little bit less money because it made me happier. And I took up yoga and did lots of other great things. And it made some of my customers really angry because I wasn't as available as I had once been. But all my good customers stuck with me, and they've actually come on to be Juice Plus customers now because I've still stayed in touch with them. And I had one of my old hair clients today recommend someone who signed up. She recommended someone last week who signed up yesterday. So you never know who you know that's going to help you in this business. And the thing that Meg said too was a big one for me is I love our community. We are a big group of people that all care about being healthy and all care about helping other families. And I know for me, at the end of the day, helping families is bigger than the paycheck. I love helping out with the bills at home, and I love having aspirations of what I could do with the money. But at the end of the day, if I help someone's family or someone's kid, or, if that changes someone's life, that means a million more to me than any dollars I'll ever have in the bank. Because at the end of the day, we're never going to put it in our coffin and take it with us. It's changing lives is what's miraculous. And I would never have ever thought I could promote wellness to people. That's something that's never been on my radar. And to find myself now teaching healthy food workshops and showing people how to care for themselves or make healthy snacks for their kids, I really enjoy that. I really get a big kick out of it. And it's the little things that I think mean the most to you. Teaching someone how to make a salad in a jar is the most basic thing in the world. But I had a friend ring me the other day and she's like, I've been on your Juice Plus for a month and I've made your salad in a jars and I've dropped 5 kilos. And she's like, I am the happiest kid in the world. All my friends got fat over Christmas and I didn't. And I was like, yay. It's the stories. It really is that warm your heart. So Beck, that's a bit of my business story, and I'll pass it back for you.
Thanks, Cal. I just love hearing the excitement in everyone's voices when they speak, be it about product, be it about business. As you can see, this product, it changes lives, and that's what draws us to it. So I just want to leave you tonight with the thought that, if the product interests you, if you'd like to know a bit more, or maybe it's the business side of things that you'd like to know more about, then, get in touch with the person who invited you onto this call tonight, and know that they did so because they saw something in you, be it they thought you needed the product, or they saw that maybe this business opportunity was something that you might be interested in. So have a great Monday night, everybody, and we'll be in touch soon.